I'm gonna get canceled. And I think that I'm okay with that.
It's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind.
What's up? I'm Jody. First off, I want to make it clear that I'm not here to offend anybody or sound, what's that word? Not arrogant, but like, not irrelevant. What is the word? I'm not here to sound stupid or I like, don't know what I'm talking about or close-minded. Anything I say in any of my videos is strictly just my opinion, and my opinion will change. It's just how I'm viewing things right then and there, basically. I wanted to make my first video as me as possible without doing a Q&A, and so I've been more in touch with who I am as a person, and it's been really, really satisfying, if I'm being honest. Like, the last 5 months, I think I needed.
It was bad, and
I really was depressed. I wanted to talk about my sexuality, how I identify, and my views on the whole LGBT community. Just recently, as of June 30th, 2019, I decided I was going to come out as non-binary. I was born female, and there have been times in my life where I felt like maybe I was trans, but that was more so people getting in my head about me because of the way I would dress and the way that I would act, because I was never girly up until about a year ago when I started like exploring myself more, I guess. In 8th grade I came out as bi, and I've always known that I was different. I went to a Christian school from preschool till 5th grade, and I don't want to say they brainwashed me, but in a sense I felt brainwashed, because I remember being in 1st grade on the playground. I would watch all of the pretty girls go by, and I would look up at the sky and be like, why didn't God make me a boy so that I could date them? And like now it's just like, oh crap, like might be a little bit of a problem with that. I knew that I finally figured out like it's okay to be a female and date a female. And for me, like, that took a lot of acceptance for myself, coming from a Christian school my whole life. Like, I was so sheltered that, like, I think I knew what gay was, but I didn't understand what gay was. I guess I thought that it was like made up, or it was just in movies or books or whatever. Coming out as non-binary, number one, shocked my friends, because I tried to like keep it inside for a really long time, not because I was ashamed, more so because a lot of the people in my life around me have started coming out as non-binary, and I didn't want it to seem like I'm just hopping on a trend, and I didn't want it to be a big deal. But at the same time, like, coming out on Twitter, I was all like, this is gonna be big, like, I'm gonna shock a lot of people right now. And it just, I wanted it to be something for my own, because I knew that nobody was gonna understand why I was doing it. But that's kind of how I wanted it, I guess. Twitter helped me out so much, like discovering who I was. I came out as bi in 8th grade, and then sophomore year, I had a lot of friends get into my head and just tell me like, you're not bi, you're gay, like, we've never seen you date a boy. And I let that get to me, and it was just easier to tell people like, oh yeah, I'm gay, because I knew I found females way more attractive. And I was always talking to a girl, and there were a few guys that I would like talk to, but not seriously. Like, we were better friends than we would have been anything else. And so for me, I was just like, you're right, it like even kind of sounds cooler saying I'm gay instead of I'm bi, because there's always been a stigma around bi or any sexuality that dates more than one gender. I went along with being gay for so long because if I told them that I was bi, they were kind of iffy about it. They're like, well, I don't want to be a test subject, so I don't want to have to look over my shoulder for literally everybody you come into contact with. Even now, like, I'm not innocent. I do have some type of bias with people that date more than one gender, I guess. I'm non-binary, and I say that I'm gay, but like, you know, like if I find a male attractive or a non-binary person attractive or a gender fluid person attractive and we have a connection, like, I'm not just gonna write them off because I'm gay. It wouldn't make sense. So I'm very hypocritical in that sense, but it's very hard for me to date somebody who is into multiple genders. It's like, how can I compete with 7 billion other people for your attention? And at the end of the day, like, it's not them at all. It's literally my own insecurities, because I'm very secure, but I'm very insecure at the same time, because I know that there will always be somebody better than me. If there wasn't, I feel like there would be no reason to continue to try to better yourself. I want to improve myself constantly. When I came out as non-binary, I got a lot of questions about, well, what are my preferred pronouns? And if I'm being honest, I don't have preferred pronouns. Obviously don't mind she, her, like, it's what I was raised on, it's all I've known. And even they, them for me can be weird sometimes because I'm like, well, I'm not multiple people, but in a sense, I feel that I am. Coming out as non-binary to me was more of a big screw you to the whole labels, because I'm tired of trying to fit inside of a box. I don't fit into male or female or both or neither. I'm just me. Just like I don't fit into gay or lesbian or trans or asexual or pansexual or bi. I'm a human and I'm going to love another human regardless their body, I guess. And that's not to say like, oh my god, I'm perfect, like I don't care what you look like, because I'll be the first to admit I'm extremely shallow. Like, I want to be sexually attracted to the person that I'm dating, and if there is no sexual attraction, I don't see it going anywhere, because I don't understand how that works completely. Ignorant! That's the word I was looking for earlier. Ignorant. I'm very ignorant to this whole LGBTQIA+, but it's overrated, it's overused, it's just getting really out of hand, because I think I saw on Twitter there's like 26 letters in this abbreviation, which that's how many letters there are in the freaking alphabet, but no, we repeat letters. I'm pretty sure there's 2 I's in there, 2 A's, and it's like, how am I supposed to remember all of this? It's not that I don't respect each and every one of these sexualities and genders or preferences. It more so comes down to like, why does it matter? Why can I not just be a human and love another human and leave it at that? Why does it matter to everybody else whether the person I am with is trans or female or male or whatever the case may be? Like, it feels like it shouldn't be anybody's business but mine and the person that I'm with. I don't really like pronouns. I like to use human. Like I said, like, I'm a human. I'm gonna love another human. I don't believe in dehumanizing anybody because of what they look like or what they sound like. The human decency in me believes everybody is equal as human. We all have our incapabilities and our capabilities and what we're good at and what we suck at. And in the end, like, this person isn't gonna be better than me, but that doesn't make me better than them. Like, we're equal, but they're better than me in some aspects. And I want to strive and learn off of those to better myself. My number one thing is, when I did come out as non-binary, it was a few weeks after Pride. And going into Pride, I didn't understand the meaning behind Pride. And I've been gay for literally as long as I can remember. For me, it was just, why do I need a whole month or this specific weekend to go out and celebrate who I am as a person. Like, that's just my life, that's how I live every day. But then it kind of hit me as soon as I got to Pride, not even entered into the gates yet, that not everybody has been as lucky and accepted as I have been. And just seeing everybody be so comfortable in this safe place with all of these other people who are similar to them was just like, holy crap, like, people actually are out there being killed trying to express themselves how I'm able to every day. And for me, that was just like the biggest eye-opener that I've ever had. I couldn't stop smiling because everybody around me was happy, everybody was comfortable in their zones. LA Pride was amazing. If you missed it, like, that really sucks. I got home and I asked my best friend that I went with, I was like, I completely flipped from why do we need this to why don't we have this all the time? For me, it was gay Coachella, but for other people, it was like the one time that they had to express themselves in any way that they wanted to. My biggest thing, the biggest thing that I think I've ever stood for was you don't have to comply to society's labels. Sir, that's rude. That was so annoying. How they want you to act and how they want you to talk and dress and make yourself seen, because everybody's different, but everybody's the same. We're all human. Like, I don't care if you're 3 feet tall or if you're 10 feet tall. I don't care what your race is. I don't care what you look like. Why am I expected to do things the way that this person does them just because that person's more popular than me? That person is more accepted than I am. I don't want to be like everybody else, but that's not to say I don't want to fit in. I'm always going to want to fit in. I'm always going to want people to like me. But at the end of the day, I also just don't care. If you don't like me, if you don't agree with me, I can't sit here and force you to listen. I can't force you to agree or see things the way that I do, because most people don't. I'm a very opinionated person. I'm not against saying, like, yeah, you're right, I was wrong, because I was so wrong about Pride, and I've been so wrong about myself for so long. And for me to finally be able to sit back and open my eyes at this point in my life, it was just insane, because my whole life I grew up thinking there's something wrong with me, maybe I'm a boy, I'm gay, and now it's just, I don't care. Like, I'm at that point, like, it doesn't matter to me, and I know that whoever I end up with, it won't matter to them, because it shouldn't matter.